Welcome, everybody, to Connecting the Universe. We have a special edition here for you today. I have my very good friend, Mohamed Ibrahim, with me. He and his wife, Noha, run Saba tours out in Egypt. He's an Egyptologist, a tour guide, and we're going to be talking about the upcoming Stargates of Ancient Egypt tour this November. I will have the links in the description to sign up for that. You've got the QR code up there. And we're going to be talking about all the wonderful, amazing things about this tour because, Mohamed, just like we've been talking about for a while, there really is not another tour like this. This is a really, really special tour through Egypt.
Hi, Mike. Yes, if I can say it short and clear, when we talk about stargates, most of the people they think that we are talking about something based on metaphysics, based on imaginations. Yes, maybe there are so many evidence for this, so many witnesses, so many stories. To when you join this tour, you are going to see and know that the ancient Egyptians left for so much information about stargates. Yes, about so many other things, okay, like lost technologies and like medicine, physics, engineering, mathematics. But many people, they don't expect that if you want to search about stargates and the knowledge of the stars, you can go direct to the walls of the temples in Egypt. So the ancient Egyptians left a huge amount of records for us on the walls of the temples, the papyrus, the tombs. But here is the beauty of this tour that most of the people also, the experts, they have no idea about these words, these mentions for stargates and star constellations and stories about the stars. But we do. So in this tour, we'll not only tell you the story, but we will show you the evidence. You will see yourself the evidence left for us by the ancient Egyptians.
Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely incredible how it's just hiding right there in plain sight. The evidence is everywhere, and on our tours, we've had a lot of fun with it. Where as people start to learn, okay, what exactly is a Stargate? How can I recognize that? It almost becomes like a scavenger hunt, and people are looking around, they're searching throughout the temples. Oh, there it is. There's one, and it's been a lot of fun on our tours. Now,
Yes.
yeah, Mohammed, I did want to address something here early off because we've had a lot of people interested in this tour. A lot of people are asking questions. Have been great interest in this tour, but the question I've been asked the most is, with everything going on in the Middle East, is it safe? And I keep trying to tell everybody, yes, it is, but you're right there. So, Mohammed, how safe is it?
Exactly. I can look. I can answer this question from many sides. Number one, uh, the team, the Egyptian team, we have families, okay, and we are also are very keen to protect ourselves and to keep our safety in a good level. So if there is any danger, we won't start a tour. We will cancel all the tours. That is number one. Number two, Middle East is a big term. When we say Middle East, we are not talking about a small community or a couple of countries, two, three countries. No, we are talking about more than 27 countries. So that term Middle East is is a way to mislead people. Okay. The third thing, Egypt is, yes, maybe not very big country, but the Nile Valley, Cairo, Luxor, Aswan are far away even from the Egyptian borders.
Mhm.
You know, we are
Yeah.
not going to lead our tour close to the borders. And even if this happens, still safe. The Egyptian people, the Egyptian government, they know that tourism is our number one industry. So they do their best to protect the industry. And our nature as Egyptians, we are very famous with hospitality. Okay,
Oh, yes.
we love tourists. Okay, because of this is our nature, and also, as I told you, we this is our business. Okay, so we will do what it takes to protect tourism. But to give you the short answer, yes, it is safe. There is no any kind of threat. There is no danger. There is no attack or anything. But let me maybe change the question a little bit, because some
Sure.
people may be concerned in a different way. They say, is it because we are Americans and the American government maybe support some of the what is happening? Is this can be an issue? No, absolutely not. Also in Egypt, and I believe in the entire Middle East. Okay, but I'm talking about Egypt now.
Yeah.
We know exactly that the people are something and governments are something else. Okay, so
Correct.
even if we blame a government for something, we don't blame the people. Okay, so that is very clear.
Yeah.
So I'm telling everybody, if you want to visit Egypt, don't hesitate. Book your either with us or with
Mhm.
someone else, but we prefer you to join our.
Of course, of
Don't
course. Yeah, I
hesitate.
mean, from my understanding, Egypt wants nothing to do with anything that's going on there with Israel, Palestine, Iran, none of it. From my
Oh,
understanding, their eastern border is closed, and we ran the tour last year within months after the whole Israel Palestine thing, and everything was perfectly fine. It was perfectly safe. It was great.
exactly.
Yeah.
This situation, I think it is around 2 years old now. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
And people were concerned. It started, I think, October 2023. Okay. And since then, I was telling people it's okay, and it is okay. So I
Mhm.
think we operated more than 50 tours since 2023, and everything is fine.
Yeah.
Don't, my message to everybody, don't let anything like this or media keeps you away from visiting Egypt.
Yeah.
It's important.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been amazing. I've always felt very welcome there, and even just within the tour itself, because people
Mhm.
ask about traveling to Egypt, what's it like, that sort of thing, and right when you get off the airplane, somebody coming into Cairo, Saba Tours, you have one of your guys there with a sign right as you're getting off the airplane to walk you through everything you need to do at the airport to get to the hotel. You have somebody to greet everybody at the hotel to check them in. It's a really fantastic setup.
Mike, since I started this business 25 years ago, and then Noha joined me when we started
Mhm.
Sabatours, we offer this service all the time. But we didn't understand the meaning of this service until we started to travel to USA or
Mhm.
long distance, um, returning back home tired with lots of bags. Okay, and then we find someone, as you said, with a sign or our names or any
Yeah,
kind of identification, helping us, leading us, doing everything smoothly, the visa, the passport control. Truly, if I appreciate one thing in this entire service system, it would be the meet and assist at the airport.
yeah. Yeah, it is very, very helpful, especially for a first time traveler. First time I ever went to Egypt, I was traveling on my own, had no idea what was going on. But the way that you have everything set up with the tour to help walk people through that and bring them into the tour is just amazing. So let's actually talk about the tour. We there are a lot of features of this tour, and one thing that's actually new this year is the Egyptian Labyrinth at Hawara. That's a new
Yes.
addition this year, and I'm really looking forward to that. It sounds like our friend Trevor Grassi is interested in joining us for that.
Okay. And I will say it, it's not a big ego or something, but I can tell you I'm talking about Hawara since 2012. 2012, I was leading, of course, I led many tours to Hawara, to Fayoum before, but I started to change because, I was like a mainstream tour guide one day and then changed my style. I converted. Um, since 2012, I talk about Hawara and what is under the ground, the labyrinth. And
Hmm.
we have lots of amazing stories about the place. And now with new technology, with new techniques, they found so many unexplained structures and secrets under the same area in front of Hawara pyramid. And I was always talking about conspiracy theory because deliberately they blocked the access to this pyramid
Yeah.
by drowning the entrance with water. They deliberately made a canal. They started to dig a canal, I think, beginning of 1900, side by side to the pyramid, only maybe 4 or 5 meters away from the side of the pyramid,
Hmm.
which is crazy. We
Yeah.
This is not accepted. Is to do something like this next to a pyramid or any ancient site, a tomb or a temple. But
Because
as I
that
told
canal
you,
pretty much runs right through what is known
mhm,
as the labyrinth.
exactly,
Yeah.
it divides the labyrinth into two sections now.
Hmm.
Okay, so since then, when I started to know this information, I started to know that yes, this place is housing so much secrets and information. Every time I go there, I feel it. And
Yeah.
by the way, this is not the only important place in Fayoum. We will go to Lahun Pyramid. This is a
Yeah.
surprise now. Many people don't know about it. Lahun, according to many stories, some are local stories, it was a landing station to UFOs. Okay, because
Interesting. Yeah. Well,
yes,
this was the one that's known as the floating pyramid, right?
yes, exactly. Okay, because of the network of tunnels and passages under the pyramid. And this is a good way to say why we deny the existence of similar designs under Kefren pyramid or the Giza plateau. We can
Right.
see we can see it under many pyramids. Yes, maybe not the same shape exactly; they are not identical, but the system is similar. Or let's say the technique or the existence of shafts and tunnels under the pyramids are not something new, or is not something new. And some of them, as I told you, it, the system goes more than 3,000 meters under the ground.
Yeah, it's really, really impressive, and we find there through just the lineage, because that pyramid was supposed to have been built by Senusret II. Well, he's the father of Senusret III, who's one of our Stargate kings. So I find that connection very interesting.
Yeah, exactly, because as you mentioned, Senusret III and five kings
Hmm.
more are in our list of what we call them Stargate keepers. Okay.
Right.
So far, I still not very sure how to call them Stargate keepers, or they were the Stargate itself, or
Mhm.
the activating the. But these people, these six rulers, they had somehow access or knowledge to Stargates. Okay. So yes, maybe the father and his son, because unfortunately we lost many of the buildings of what we call it Middle Kingdom. That is
Mhm.
the time of Middle Kingdom. So if we were able to find some intact buildings, I think we would find maybe Senusret the second and also Imenemhat the second and the third, the father, the grandson.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we can find the same title was given to them.
Yeah, we might. I mean, there's only a very, very small amount that we've actually discovered to this point. So much has been lost to time. We're still buried out there. So it'll be interesting what we're able to uncover as we keep going along. So speaking of that, of things that are being uncovered, and you kind of mentioned it here a moment ago, these uh, scans that are going on with the copper project at the Giza Plateau. Now, I know we're not getting down into these chambers under the Giza Plateau, but we still have a fantastic visit there.
Okay, we are here at the Great Pyramid, about to go inside.
They made it perfect. So did they have a map? or this was already made before they entered, and this is all like that story is the reproduction to an older story.
We're just looking at the Queen's Chamber here. I mean, back in there, looks like you can see kind of like rivulets. It's almost like molten, but then it's all blackened. All right, looking down the grand gallery, but even in the King's Chamber over here, the rose granite has been turned black. You have marks up on the ceiling from, some sort of chemical reaction that was going on in there that made those marks, and it looks like the box is nicely lined up with that.
So that is the case. Location, alignment, design, material. If you mess with any of these, the place will lose function.
There we're at the backside of the Great Pyramid.
Let's try to find the second side of this stone. Can you see any cut? Do you see any cut? Do you? Yes or no? Okay. Not yet? One stone. Here is the cut. Dr. David, this is one block, my friends. This is one stone. How tall?
We get a lot of personal time within the Great Pyramid. We have that special night there where we get 2 hours just ourselves. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, this is something, I will not say most, I will say 99.9, or to be like more accurate, 0.5, 99.5% of the visitors of Egypt, they don't have this kind of access to visit the Great Pyramid and all of Giza Plateau after the closing time, after 5 p.m. Nobody else, okay? Hundreds of tour buses will leave. Even guards, okay, a few of them will be there. One, how do you call it? One employee, okay, from the Antiquities Department will be with us, but only our group, nobody else. The area will be absolutely empty. Empty of people, empty of negative vibrations and energy, okay? So we will go after all of them leave, and we will have, as you said, access. And by the way, we will have access to even the closed doors.
Yes.
The Great Pyramid is open during the public visit. Okay, extra ticket will allow you to go inside, but you will go inside with like 200 other people, and you will have access only to the so-called King Chamber, the one at the top level. Okay, like 10 minutes maximum, and then the guard inside will tell you like, please leave, to give a chance to new clients to come in. Okay, but in our case, no, because there are 3 rooms in the pyramid, one under the pyramid, we call it the subterranean, and 2 inside the pyramid, the king and the queen chamber. We will have access to all of them, to the 3. Okay, of course, everybody loves the king chamber. Maybe I do like them, love the king, but I prefer the subterranean. It's a little bit hard exercise, but in my opinion. And this can give us good idea about the new information that yes, the ancient Egyptians can dig deep under the bedrock, under the pyramid. So
yeah, absolutely. I've loved having that kind of access, and I climb down there into the subterranean chamber all the time, and it's just really fascinating to be able to see and have that sort of access and feel those vibrations and feel that frequency in these other chambers that, yeah, the public doesn't get. I mean, they go, yeah, up the Grand Gallery into the King's Chamber, back down. That's it. We have 2 hours and everything's open to us, which is just incredible. I love it.
Exactly. And even after leaving the pyramid, the last 5 or 10 minutes, you will also receive very good vibes from the area itself.
Mm-hmm.
Driving outside or from the Great Pyramid outside the area, you will feel great magic. You will feel that you are truly in the ancient days, dark, and we will be lucky if it is some kind of constellation. You know, sometimes we see shooting stars.
Yeah. Oh, the
It-
one time that I was there, it was the constellation of Orion was perfectly positioned right above the Great Pyramid. It was beautiful.
Exactly. There is always something we see inside and something we see outside.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a major highlight there in Lower Egypt around the Cairo and Giza area. Of course, we'll also we'll go to Saqqara, Dashur to see Step Pyramid there at Saqqara. We've got the Bent Pyramid, the Red Pyramid there at Dashur. Also the Serapeum there at Saqqara. Yeah.
Which I put the Serapeum now in my list for Stargates.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
there are some sites now. We will see it. I will tell you the official name, like Valley of the Kings. This is a big Stargate area. Serapeum, Stargate area. Some pyramids are Stargate, because I'm doing a very important research because I'm writing my second book now. I'm always 50% through it. Okay.
Great.
I can tell you, I found amazing information that the Stargate is not just a title was written on the wall. No, the Stargate was something real, and so many buildings are Stargates and portals also.
Well, I'm really looking forward to the new book because I have your other one here, Egypt Before the Written History, which is there's so much information in there. It's wonderful. So I definitely encourage people to pick that up. So looking forward to the new one. I have a copy of my Portals to the Stars for you. So
Okay.
I'll give you that one.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was a little bit conservative in this first book. The second book, no. Revolutionary, 100%.
Good.
Because this is what I believe now. I came from Egyptology background, which was very restricted about this stuff, this information. But I can tell you, based on what I studied in Egyptology and what I can read in hieroglyphics, so I didn't leave my background, my base. No, I still putting my feet on the base, but with new eyes, new vision, new interpretation. Okay, I'm reading the site and the titles. I will not say even new way, but in a better way and in exact or correct way. Okay, that's why I will share with you this time. Last time we discovered, remember, 12 gates. Okay, around the windows of Dendera temple, that upper
Right.
room.
Yes.
Okay, that is also something important that you mentioned in the beginning. We will not only tell you stories, but you will be able, because we will teach you what is the symbol, how you can find the symbol. So trust me, I'm talking to the audience, you will find things maybe we didn't see before. And that happened with us last year.
Back again at the Temple of Hathor in Dendera.
Space what? We call it space what? Spaceship. Oh. Why we don't call it space rocket? Because the ancient Egyptian represented ships sailing on the sky. All of these ships are sailing on the sky. This is the sky and this is Earth. This shape is what we call it gate. Now we can see 5 stars, and that symbol jet in the middle. So that is gate with 5-star jet. Different symbols, many stars now, like in 4, 8, 12 stars. I think this man also, but unfortunately the scene is destroyed.
Go around the side?
Didn't see this one.
Oh,
This is too much.
it keeps going.
Right, and the other wall. See,
Yeah.
we didn't see this before.
Right around the other side. Yeah, one with 9 stars out here.
You're gonna stay here.
It has 9, and actually this here is also Stargate.
Look at
right
that.
there.
Yeah.
The little symbol right there. Oh, we got more over here.
You can see an eye. We made good discovery, my friend.
Absolutely.
When I was visiting Dendara before I did the tour with Mike in 2023, I used to focus only on 4 gates. Okay, but last year together, while I was telling them the story about the 4 gates, we found together 8 more.
Yes.
The same place, which was like crazy. But sometimes when you focus on what you know, you don't see anything else. But because we had a group together, this group, open-minded group, and they started to know what we are looking for. So their eyes started to look around, and they found for us, including Mike, 8 more stargates.
Yeah,
Okay?
that was a really, really fascinating moment. And that is something that actually does happen on this tour, is that we are making new discoveries as we're exploring, and you're explaining what the different chambers are, what a lot of the different hieroglyphs are. I guess I provide a little color in there from time to time, but along the way, yeah, we're seeing and we're discovering, and we're finding new information that's there, like you're saying at Dendara. So it's absolutely incredible.
Like what happened in Alexandria, remember the catacomb?
Yes.
When we found the flower of life.
Right. Yes. Right up top. Absolutely.
Yes, I can tell you, and I'm sure 1000%, not only 100, nobody else knows that there is a flower of life there. They
Yeah.
all know the flower of life at Abydos, but nobody except us knows about the flower of life at the catacomb in Alexandria. Even if I say it now, I say if someone listens to us now and will go tomorrow to the catacomb, will not find it.
Right. Yeah, you have to look closely. And that was a newer chamber that they had opened up, and we got
Exactly.
in there. Yeah.
It was cleaned, yes. Okay.
Right.
Also at City First in Abydos, that temple.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you the title Saba, which is the name of our company. But I will show you, because I was there a few months ago. And again, I deleted what I know. I went with fresh, new eyes, zero expectation. I found more symbols, very tiny symbols. Like the writing is about maybe half foot. Okay. And it talks not only about Saba, but what is the material of the Stargate.
Oh, good.
Yes, and where it leads. Okay, so this, and I was super excited.
That's fantastic. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that, because that is But yeah, so you're talking about new information that you found about the Stargates there at Abydos, which I'm really looking forward to. That you've actually, because we've talked about it before, like in the Hall of Ptah Soker, the white gold cakes, Head Shait. So if you found more there on what
It's
the Stargates were used for, where they were going. I found in the lower level of most of the walls, okay, it's about maybe 2 feet above the ground, writings with high relief. So it means very older than the deep relief writings. Okay.
So I found a full description for the Stargate word for Saba. The description includes the material, includes some destinations. Okay.
Fantastic.
And also we are going to talk about Tutmosis III at Karnak Temple, I
Yes.
remember we discovered so many stars, Stargate symbols. But this time we will talk about, and listen carefully about this, we will talk about colony, a-
Mhm.
ancient Egyptian colony at one of the stars or one of
Oh,
the star systems.
oh, that's
Okay.
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely looking
And
forward to that.
again, it is not imagination, it is written.
It's right there. It's written right in there.
Yes,
That's incredible.
exactly.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
seems like again, we're always making these new discoveries. I always appreciate you sharing the information. Last year at Abydos in the room with ships, we were
Mhm.
discovering just the way that the pillars were cut, how they had that flat edge to it. It was almost like a V shape, which was really interesting. And
Mhm.
these sites here are all up and down the Nile River there in Upper Egypt, which we get on the ship and we're going to all of these sites up and down the river. Which so those that are looking for another way to sort of relax along the journey, because yes, it's a lot of exploring, but there's also a lot of fun that we have too along the way, whether it's on the
Yes.
ship or the resort there at like Jolieville and some of these other places.
And here comes the part of Noha. Noha is my wife, of course, but
Mhm.
she is my best partner.
Mhm.
Noha is the managed CEO of the company, but she is controlling or supervising that department of quality manager, quality control. Noha makes sure that everything is high quality. We got the best service. We get smoothed traffic, itinerary, hotels, drinks, snacks, gifts, giveaways.
Yeah.
Okay, you will see we improved in a very high level this time. You will be surprised of what we offer in our tours this time. I know what we used to do was very good, but we
Mhm.
now what we call it the beast level now.
Good.
Saba Tours is doing a great job. I was saying because I was working with some good companies a long time ago
Mhm.
as a freelancer tour guide. So I saw some of them offering fantastic services. So I used to say we are one of the top 10, and then we are one of the top five. But I can tell you honestly, without any hesitation, we are number one in Egypt now.
I
The
would definitely
service,
agree with that. Yeah.
yeah, the service we provide on the information level and the service level is beyond imagination.
It really really is. Again, between the way that just all going all the way back to the airport and the way that you bring everybody into the tour and just all the special access that we get. The we get to experience a lot of culture too. We're going to the markets, we're going to the papyrus shop and the oil shops. We get to I think we've all had a little bit of a hand in making some alabaster at the alabaster shop. Just so much that is included.
Yes, and don't forget also because of our relationship with the guards and security and many locals, we enjoy our visits. So, as you said, we have private visits. Okay,
Yeah.
this is an official visit. We get a permission, official permission to do that. But there is some places open for the public, but most of the tour guides don't go to these special corners and
Mhm.
special sections. We do this. We go there. Sometimes it costs us like extra ticket or some kind of tipping. Okay, but it is official visit. It is not against the system. But tour guides avoid going there because of maybe time or because they don't know what to say there, like the open air museum at Karnak Temple.
Yeah.
When we visit this place, it is open for the public, for public visit, but you feel yourself in a private visit because nobody goes there. We do this. We take you to such places. So any chance, we don't waste it. We take it and we make sure to show you the best experience.
Yeah, which really is amazing. And anytime we go to Karnak, it seems, I mean, because I've been there several times with you now, it seems like you're always introducing us to something new at Karnak because it's huge and expansive. It seems like everybody goes to the middle. You know, they go up, okay, you got the row of all the columns, all the pillars. They go to the Holy of Holies. That's where everybody's at. But there's so much more around that temple and many, many stargates.
You are right. Um, I used to take my groups to the open air museum, but then some repeated guests they joined other tours, so I
Mhm.
took them to the chapel of the seven gates.
Yes, the seven
Have we
gates.
been there or not
We
yet?
have been there,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. The seven gates, the seven universe, or the seven keys of life. And then we go now to this area with where I showed them the colony of Tutmosis III.
Mhm,
And if they did that, we go to the right side or the southern side of the temple. We
mhm.
see Khonsu temple, the moon temple. We talk about the moon and the because I believe uh, I will show you some writing that maybe, which this is crazy, that the ancient Egyptians, and I'm not talking about dynastic Egyptians, I'm talking about
Mhm.
pre-cataclysmic Egyptians,
Yes.
they went to the moon, they traveled to the moon, and they left some information for us about this. Okay,
Oh, we're
and
definitely gonna have to take a look at that. Yes.
and there is Hathor temple inside Karnak temple.
Mhm.
Also, many people don't know this. Okay, and there is a lot to see in just one place.
Yeah.
But
No, there really
in,
is. It's
in
massive, and you can never get to all of Karnak in one day. You have to spend about a week there. But
it for about the advanced civilization. We will call it Atlantis. Maybe yes, maybe no, but
yes.
the for sure Asian ended before 10,500 BC. That is written on the wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
In
Edfu is
Komombo,
definitely
we're
a
gonna
favorite.
see the.
Sorry, you're breaking up there a little bit again. You started talking about Edfu and it broke up. Yeah.
I'm saying in Edfu we see the advanced civilization story. In Komombo, we're gonna see gravity control scene and story. So in every temple we have a very interesting story. But our main story, Stargate, is going to be the one we are going to see it almost everywhere, with sometimes as writings, sometimes as a whole text, sometimes as symbol, sometimes as art, sometimes as design.
Yeah, it's I am really really looking forward to all the new discoveries that you've made, and even at the museums, when we walk in, we see on the artifacts these callbacks to the stargates and back to the ancient technology that goes so far far back into time, you know, that yes, you would call it the pre-cataclysmics and the technology that they had much much further than the traditional archaeology tries to tell us.
Mhm. And also, I went to Turkey last year,
Hmm.
and there is a place in Turkey called I forgot the name of that specific site. It is in Konya city. Okay, I will remember the name now. The oldest settlement, older than Göbekli Tepe, older than Karhan Tepe. Okay, it's about
Okay.
12,000 BC. And inside these mud brick houses, they found so many designs, some pottery, art, and many of them were full of these spirals. Remember, we were talking
Yes,
about the
the spirals.
spirals?
Oh yeah. Oh, I I look for spirals everywhere because they're all over the world. We do find them on a lot of the pottery. There's the cosmic egg there at the Nubia Museum in Aswan where you have the spiral. Yeah.
So the moment I saw it, I remembered you, and I said, "Wow, this is definitely a relationship between the survivors from
Mhm.
ancient because that cataclysm was worldwide, and I believe the high civilization also was worldwide, not only Egypt, but maybe the center was Egypt." Okay,
Yeah. It
so
was
as
definitely
if
worldwide. Yeah.
there is a kind of power helping me to find these evidence not only inside Egypt but also outside Egypt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we find those connections all over the world. You know, yeah, we had that worldwide civilization beforehand. A lot of people call it Atlantis, which is a Greek name. That's what the Greeks called it. The other civilizations like Egypt called it something else. So, you know, even the word Egypt, it's a Greek name. So yeah, but there are all those connections all across the world. And so you have to visit everywhere to take a look. I was just even earlier today, Kate, she's visiting Glasgow out there in Scotland, and she's there at a museum. She's sending me all these photos of different Egyptian artifacts, and it's like, oh, we're making, you know, more connections here. So yeah, it's amazing. So speaking of Kate, one thing that she wanted me to ask, and I know other people are interested in this as well because they have been asking me this question: the weather in November, what is that like?
Look, if you're going to choose 1 or 2 months to visit Egypt and you will enjoy everything, even the weather, it is November and March. Those are the best. It will be very good springtime.
Good springtime weather.
Yes. The weather will be around 22 Celsius, 24, around this. So it will
that's
be
perfect.
very nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
those are perfect temperatures. Yeah.
So November is a great choice.
Okay. So that is good to know. So there you go, everybody. You will have perfect weather to experience, which is, yeah. 'Cause I've been there February, April, and June. Oh, June is so insanely hot. But in February, I found it interesting in February when we were there in Cairo. It was like, you know, we're having to put the jackets on and everything. So, so November sounds like it's going to be really, really wonderful. All right, my friend, that I think will wrap this up. I think we gave everybody a fantastic preview of what to expect. Of course, we can't tell everybody everything because they have to come and see and discover for themselves what's there.
Yes. But I need to add one thing that,
Sure.
yes, plus the tours, the services, and everything, we still do maybe 2, 3, or 4 lectures according to the
Yeah.
chances. Okay. That will add to their knowledge and also the chances to show them through the screen some of the symbols and some of the sites we are not able to show them during the tour, because
Right.
it is maybe far away or hidden in some storage rooms or museums. Okay, so overall the tour is amazing, but we add the presentations from my side and from Mike's side.
Yeah.
So this is a tour I won't miss.
Well, thank you so much, my friend. Yes, we both have those lectures to kind of, you know, fill out some more information because we have 12 days, but there is so much to see, and it's everybody is going to be getting their money's worth. It is really, you know, it's a really affordable tour for everything that we're doing and for the amount of content that's there, and it's just wonderful. So, Mohamed, thank you so much for joining me today and previewing this wonderful Stargates of Ancient Egypt tour.
Thank you, my friend.